The Indus Waters Treaty is a very important agreement. It's really about sharing water. India and Pakistan signed this treaty, and the World Bank also helped to create it. The treaty was signed on September 19, 1960, and it deals with the waters of the Indus River system. This system actually includes 6 major rivers. The treaty has been a key document for both countries for many decades now. It helps manage a resource that's absolutely vital for millions of people. Understanding this treaty is, well, crucial to understanding relations in the region. The Indus River system is vast and powerful. It originates in the Himalayan mountains, and the main Indus River, along with its 5 major tributaries, flow through both India and Pakistan. These rivers are the Sutlej, Beas, Ravi, Jhelum, Chenab, and the Indus itself. For centuries, these waters have supported agriculture and communities in this arid and semi-arid region. Without these rivers, large parts of both nations would be desert, honestly. The water is essential for drinking, farming, and industry. It is truly a lifeline for the people living there. The need for the Indus Waters Treaty became urgent after 1947. In that year, British India was partitioned. This created 2 new independent countries, India and Pakistan. The partition line cut right through the Indus River basin, which meant that the source of several rivers lay in India, while their waters flowed into Pakistan. This created a difficult situation. Pakistan, as the downstream country, worried about its water supply. India, as the upstream country, had control over the headwaters. This geographical reality immediately led to tensions and disputes over water. The World Bank played a critical role in resolving this water issue. Seeing the potential for serious conflict, it offered its help. The World Bank acted as a mediator between India and Pakistan. Negotiations were long and complex, lasting for nearly a decade, starting in the early 1950s. The World Bank provided not just a platform for discussion, but also technical expertise and financial assistance. Its involvement was key to building trust and finding a workable solution. The final treaty was really a testament to persistent diplomacy and international cooperation. The Indus Waters Treaty established a clear system for dividing the river waters. The 6 rivers of the Indus Basin were split into 2 groups. These groups are known as the Eastern Rivers and the Western Rivers. This division is really the core principle of the treaty. The Eastern Rivers are the Sutlej, the Beas, and the Ravi. The Western Rivers are the Indus, the Jhelum, and the Chenab. This clear allocation was designed to give each country a secure and predictable share of water. It aimed to reduce uncertainty and the potential for future disputes. India was given exclusive rights over the waters of the Eastern Rivers. This means India can use the water from the Sutlej, Beas, and Ravi rivers as it sees fit. It can use this water for irrigation, power generation, and other purposes within its territory. During a transition period after the treaty was signed, India agreed to continue supplying some water to Pakistan from these rivers. This was to allow Pakistan time to build alternative canal systems. But after the transition period ended, India gained full control over the Eastern Rivers' waters. Pakistan was allocated the waters of the Western Rivers. These are the Indus, Jhelum, and Chenab rivers. These 3 rivers carry much more water than the Eastern Rivers. The treaty gives Pakistan the right to use the vast majority of the flow from these Western rivers. This water is absolutely vital for Pakistan's agriculture, which is really the backbone of its economy. India is allowed some limited uses of water from the Western rivers. These uses are mainly for domestic purposes, non-consumptive uses like navigation, and some restricted agricultural use and hydropower generation, following specific rules. This division of waters was a monumental undertaking. It allocated huge volumes of water between 2 countries that had a difficult relationship. The treaty provided a framework for both India and Pakistan to plan their water resource development. It allowed them to build dams, canals, and irrigation systems with a degree of certainty. This has been crucial for food security and economic progress in both nations. The treaty effectively manages one of the largest irrigation systems in the world, supporting millions of farmers and their families. To make sure the treaty works smoothly, the Permanent Indus Commission was created. This commission, often called the PIAC, has a key role. It is made up of one commissioner from India and one commissioner from Pakistan. These commissioners are usually senior engineers or officials with expertise in water management. The PIC is the primary body responsible for the day-to-day implementation of the treaty. It's designed to foster cooperation and communication between the two countries on matters related to the Indus waters. The Permanent Indus Commission has several important functions. It's required to meet regularly, at least once a year. These meetings are held alternately in India and Pakistan. During these meetings, the commissioners discuss various issues related to the rivers. They exchange data on river flows and water use. They also undertake tours of inspection to river works and sites in both countries. This helps ensure transparency and builds confidence. The PIC works to resolve any minor issues or questions that arise between the two sides regarding the treaty's provisions. The treaty also has a clear process for dealing with disagreements that cannot be solved by the PIC. If the commissioners cannot agree on a question, it can be escalated. The first step for more serious disagreements, termed differences, is to refer them to a neutral expert. A neutral expert is an impartial, highly qualified expert in water resources or engineering. If India and Pakistan cannot agree on appointing a neutral expert, the World Bank has the procedural role of appointing one. The neutral expert studies the issue and makes a decision. If a disagreement is even more serious and cannot be resolved by a neutral expert, it is classified as a dispute. In such cases, the treaty provides for a court of arbitration to be established. This court is a more formal legal body. It consists of 7 members, with each country appointing 2 and the remaining 3, including the chairman, appointed through a process that can involve the World Bank if the parties cannot agree. The Court of Arbitration's decision is final and binding on both countries. This multi-layered system ensures that there are always mechanisms to address problems. The World Bank continues to have a specific, though limited, procedural role in the Indus Waters Treaty. It is not a guarantor of the treaty. This means it does not enforce the treaty's terms. However, the World Bank acts as a facilitator in certain situations. Its main ongoing role is related to the dispute resolution mechanism. If India and Pakistan cannot agree on the appointment of a neutral expert or members of a court of arbitration, the World Bank can be requested to make these appointments. This helps ensure the dispute resolution process can move forward. The Indus Waters Treaty has shown remarkable resilience over the decades. It has survived several wars and many periods of intense political strain between India and Pakistan. This makes it one of the world's most successful water-sharing agreements. While there have been disagreements and differences, the treaty itself has remained in place. It has provided a framework for managing a shared resource, preventing water from becoming a direct cause of conflict. This achievement is significant, given the complex history and relationship between the two nations. The treaty is a lifeline for millions of people in both India and Pakistan. Agriculture is a major part of both economies, and it depends heavily on the waters of the Indus River system. The treaty ensures a predictable supply of water for irrigation. This supports food production and the livelihoods of countless farmers. It also provides water for drinking and other essential needs in many towns and cities. The stability provided by the treaty is fundamental to the well-being and development of large populations in the region. In conclusion, the Indus Waters Treaty is much more than just a technical agreement about rivers. It is an important instrument for peace and cooperation in a region often marked by tension. Despite challenges and occasional disagreements, the treaty has provided a consistent framework for managing shared water resources for over 60 years. Its continued observance is critical for the agricultural prosperity and overall stability of both India and Pakistan. The treaty stands as a powerful example of how countries can cooperate on vital issues, even amidst broader political differences.